What's up, Squibble? Thanks, appreciate that. I don't know what I would play. Maybe Deadlock or something. What's up, Zort? Zort, how progressed are you right now? Like, what would you say is your... Like, what's your arena rank, and what would you say is your average CVC score? I'm sure you can figure out why I'm asking, but I have a spot open in my clan. And I really want to fill it. Shoot him, Kevin! Oh. You're golden arena, but you're only 2-keying hard? Gotcha. Germany sleeps. I not. You're not fighting between gold and silver. You need other champions. Oh yeah, no, we killed Nightmare weekly. Well, so I thought we killed Nightmare weekly, but I've been underperforming lately, and that's because I've been pulled in too many directions. But Nightmare Hydra we can do, I thought, pretty consistently. Okay, I think we beat this last week. I don't think I need my second newt. But he's actually buffed up now. Let's try it with him. Why wouldn't you feel comfortable? What is your concern? Oh, that's why I needed Geo. Never mind. That made a lot of sense. As soon as I did that, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Kind of a big miss there. Where are you at, G? Where? Oh, yeah, he's a rare. There he is. What's up, Vodka? Your account doesn't have any good epics. How old's your account, Zort? I'm just curious. What's up, comp? You're gonna try to? Oh, you're gonna try to do the fusion? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe on my main. I'm obviously I can't do it on my free to play, right? Because on the free to play, I spent all those gems. We're already back up to 500 though. Like we're not that in that bad a position. I don't know. We might be okay. I guess it depends on the clan shop next week. There won't be energy, so probably will be. I'll probably be out of. I'll probably be unable to complete it. But gems wise, we're like not looking too shabby, to be completely honest. I could probably just save energy, which I know I'm not supposed to do, but if I don't have the gems, I gotta have some kind of energy source. Dungeon divers are gonna be the hardest part. I just don't think I need him on my free to play, you know? He looks really strong. Like I have a feeling that his kit is going to be better than how it looks on paper. It's just a feeling, and I've been way wrong about this stuff before, so I'm not like super banking on any of that, but alright. Since she doesn't have counterattack out yet, at least give it to Newt. There we go. I'm no offense taken. I'm not. People are allowed to be in whatever clan that they want. I interpreted that statement as um, like I'm a really good player, and if I was to bring my characters to your clan, it would be unfair. Is how I interpreted it. Which I would have immediately been like, we don't care. Although I did say the other day in a clan meeting I had, it was an officers meeting, and I did say in that meeting, I was like, I don't necessarily want a vodka level. Like, I want more guys that are actually trying to learn and will participate in Discord and, like, you know, have room for improvement that will be open to getting better. One of the things that I run into is that we recruit people and then they never join Discord. They say they want to get better, but then, you know, we give them, ooh, that's a hell yeah. We give them advice and they're like, you know, oh, okay, yeah. And then they don't do it. And it's just like, it's really frustrating for me because I like helping people. I like teaching. I think this one's autoable. But I respect where you're coming from. And there's no reason, yeah. It sounded like you weren't happy with your clan. And I'm making a bigger deal about this because my clan is a man short right now. And so I really want to fill that slot if I can. But we're working on improving our application process. Instead of just using the in-game recruiting tools, we're gonna do a application. And we've changed our plan for Clan v Clan as well. The publicized through the YouTube videos, though, made me laugh because ain't that many people watching the videos. I'm glad you guys do, but... Ooh, I can already see this room sucks. I'm just curious how well this goes. I doubt this is going to do what I want it to do, but I'm curious. Oh, stupid guy. Oh, block damage. I don't even understand how they got block. Whatever. I don't even care. I'm not even going to do this room. Screw that. I just don't care. Patiently waiting to pull your shards? Well, I applaud that. You would be surprised how few people do that. What's up, Jinx? How you doing? I'm considering to skip Freya and Thor to get a chance at Odin, but I know that's stupid, but think there's a chance. I don't think that they are exclusive of each other. Yeah, so shoot. I wish I could find the news thing. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was a news thing, right? It came out a little while ago. Okay. Recruit Odin Feyfather via a champion chase tournament and various summon events, a summon pool event, and a ×10 summon boost. So, what I'm saying is you don't have to spend voids to get Loki or Freya, although you may have to if you don't have enough sacred saved up, right? But that's kind of my point, is that Odin is either going to be a summon pool event, which you could spend money on, or a void shard event that you could spend your void shards on. But I am just waiting for a guaranteed. I don't think there's going to be a guaranteed in this event. If the guaranteed was Odin, I don't know that I go for it. My thing about Thor, I think Thor is going to do a lot of damage. I think he's going to be impactful. I don't know that he changes the meta of PvP, though. Wait. What other stage have I not cleared? Can I really not do this one? I probably really can't. I mean, it's a lower level Wait, yeah, no, I could totally do this. Why I just didn't try. That's what it is. Oh yeah, the tournament I don't think is a viable way of going about it. Like I don't think that you should actually expect to win the tournament. That's gonna suck. The weak hitting there. We still have 2 stacks of the shield. I think that's enough for one more cycle. No, it's a champion chase. It says champion chase. Yeah. No, I wouldn't compete in a champion chase either. I think for me, all I'm looking... I just don't... I don't know that these are champions that I need for the development of my account. And maybe that's short-sighted of me, or maybe I'm just not capable of seeing the actual value in these champions, but... Oh, man, him finally getting provoked there sucks. I don't actually care about this, by the way, guys, so don't, like, be like, oh, you should try so-and-so. I don't care that much. Oh, they're not going to let me end it. It's so annoying. There we go. Yeah, I don't actually care about it that much. I know I could put rings on people and that would be a non-fight. I totally know. I just don't care. It's not worth it. I was just trying to see, because I noticed that I had this quest for clearing 101 stages, and I was like, oh, what stage did I miss? And then I found the stage that I missed. Okay. We're going to try this, but I don't know that I win this either. Corrupt your, like, exactly my same mindset at this point. Like, I feel like it's mythicals or bust at this point because the scaling is so skewed in their direction. I wonder if she can one-shot. No, she can't. Okay. This'll do it, though. You gotta sleep yourself, Mikage. if I have a better version of this team. Probably this is what I need to get it done. Because this makes a lot of sense. Because we can get the stun. Put her to sleep. This decreases turn meter, right? Oh, but I can't. No, I can. She's not actually under a veil because I removed it. There we go. Nice. Easy. Let's go. That's two really good weapons back to back. My free-to-play ninja? I can show him real quick. Pretty standard DPS build. I just go Cycle of Violence to try to reduce the cooldown on the HP burn. And then support for accuracy, because accuracy is really hard for me to get on him at the moment. I think I'd probably rebuild him later for more defensive stats in the future. But yeah, I don't know if I finished my thought, but I'm pretty much at the point now where it's like it's mythicals or nothing. Like everything else is just a resource. Even void shards. I kind of like convinced myself that void shards would be great, but like saving up void shards, I'd be able to get a guaranteed like a Terras. And that still could hold true, but I just don't know that I care. Like, I don't know if the desire to invest in a or not Terras, but well, yeah, Terras or Narcissus is who I really want. Narcissus, but I just don't know that I'm interested enough in complete like doing that. I think it has more to do with the scaling, because you're right. Like, myth, like, I'm closer to a mythical. I'm closer to a mythical than you are right now because you hit right. So I'm closer to Mercy than you are. Not saying but the thing about I don't know that there are many non-void legendaries right now that are going to change my account, with the exception of maybe Kymar. But Lady of Irith kind of changed that for me. I don't know that I'm as in need of cooldown reset at this point. I've managed to figure out how to play without it, so I don't know that I need it anymore. Perhaps for maybe Fire Knight or something, but there are still void legendaries I definitely want, right? Terras, Marishka, Siphi would be really good since I've got Rhodos. Narcissus would be really good for me. I regret not getting him back in the day. When he was a guaranteed, I should have spent some money for him. It would have really changed my account. What else do we have? I think, did I already say Yumiko? If I didn't, then Yumiko's on the list. So, I don't know. It's just a weird spot for me that I just feel like Mythicals have way more impact on an account at this point. So instead of getting things like monthly packs and stuff like that, I'll be getting primals where I can. Yeah, if I see a good deal for a primals that's under $50 for the month, then I'll do that. But I'm not going to spend money on ancients, voids, or sacreds anymore. On the main account, of course, but and again, one of the main reasons behind that is damn, I'm too slow. Oh, I have to hope for an extra turn here. Yeah. The last sacreds I was going to buy were going to be when I hit 97. And I just did that, so I'm good. We want this up here and this here. I don't get off work till later tomorrow, so I'm trying to get this stuff done so I don't miss anything tomorrow. I came home at 5 today and had 3 hours. Well, sorry, I left work at 5. I didn't get home until like 5:30, so I had less time to get all my dailies done, and I didn't complete them. Well, I completed the dailies, but I didn't get like all my stuff done because I went to bed early last night. The problem right now with the free-to-play is that I have to manual all of the Doom Tower rooms. That shit's really annoying. Wait, why isn't this one's got to be auto? Like, what are they running into in here? Is it a Blood Gorged? Oh, is it an affinity problem? It's an affinity problem, yeah. It doesn't matter, we still got this. Perfect. Me auto. Oh, I hate that. It's so dumb. Just let me go back into auto, dude. Because I already can see how we're about to lose. Alright. It's just a waste of time at this point if I try to let it play out. Oh, I didn't realize that guy wasn't stunned. Honestly. I would have polymorphed him. What's up, Hyper? How you doing? There's another void I'd be excited about. What's that, the HP burn void? The lizard man? He seems really strong. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Sulfurian, yeah. We'll just polymorph her. Perfect. Uh-oh. Did not see those bombs coming. Not gonna lie. Pretty sure Mithrala will be able to... Oh, I should just kill them, actually. There we go. That got a little scary. Not gonna lie. I forget that guy can do that, because I don't face him very often. I don't know who's a bigger threat out of these two epics that I don't play. That's not so bad. And that's only extended to my main account, by the way. My free-to-play, I'd still pull shards for legendaries. Same on the Ninja account. Although on the Ninja account, I'd rather have better epics right now, to be completely honest, because I'm so far removed from any good legendary books. Alright, I'm gonna do it like this and see if I can let it auto. That way I can cancel it rather than doing auto climb. I felt like that for a while, but then I caught up on legendaries. feel like this one might not be so hard. I'm gonna let it auto this time for a little bit. I haven't pulled anything recently that just is something good. Yeah. I feel the same way. I don't feel like I've pulled anything at all. Even the fusions, you know? Like, I'm happy with Wixwell. But I never built him and used him on the account. I just have him. I just wanted to make sure he didn't waste his stun. Shoot. I need to make sure I don't kill them too quickly now. What's up, Jesse? I think his cooldown's back now, so we can kill them. Yep. Alright, this can auto out now. I feel like that one can run itself pretty well. And then over here, more tag team. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much that. This needs to be Rotos and yeah, I think I lose all of these. Did she A1? Oh, Yumiko. Perfect. I think this one is harder for me, but we'll try it. Wait, what happened there? Yeah, I was like, there's obviously some passive. I don't know what Yoshi the Drunkard does. So I was like, wait a minute. Something's going on here. Oh, that's annoying. It's really funny to me the way that you worded that, Jesse, because like the way, like in my head, the way I'm reading it, is like, you know what? I think he's pretty good, and it's like there's all of us sitting here are like, yeah. No, he's amazing. He really is. I absolutely love Wukong. While I think Ninja is better for a starter account, I do miss having Wukong on my Ninja account as a nuker. I figured it was something Valkyrie like because I noticed that when Mithrala did her A2, he was getting turn meter, so I was like, okay, we'll just A1. No, Wukong is actually like Jesse. Wukong is meta in higher tiers of PvP. Like he's not just good for new players or something. Like people are using him in high-end stuff. Like, I used Wukong on my main account as my nuker because he was so good, and I never built him on my free-to-play as my nuker because he was so good, but I never built him on the main account. And now I have since built him on the main account because he's putting in a lot of work for me in PvP, in Tag Team Arena and Arena. I think I got my cooldown back, right? I might be in trouble here. I'm in a little bit of trouble. Alright, so I'm going to steal the turn meter. And then polymorph to get rid of all the buffs. And hopefully get enough damage in that Wukong can one-shot here. That's fine, I think. I mean, I can revive him if I need to, but she might die here. That's not so fine. Do I have a cleanse? No. See? Wukong. I never had good gear to put on him, so it was hard to utilize him until I decided to just 6-star him and started getting some bread, you feel me? Nah, he is amazing in my opinion. I love him a lot. Ooh, I don't know if Georgid can pull this off. When did I 6-star my... Ah, thought we were going to have that. The freeze might be enough. I was worried about that counterattack a little bit. I'm doing well, Sky Doodle. I'm a little under the weather, but I'm doing well. You doubt my Georgid, sir? Alright, so I'm stuck there. That should work on auto. I don't put a lot of care into secret rooms. I was just joking about... I just love my Georgid, and I had a chance to use him. Hate to say it, but Georgid feels a little overrated. I love RNG, though. That's the thing, is I really love RNG. No, I don't have a Little Miss Annie. Not on any either account. Ugh. Oh, sorry, it's just sinuses. As you say, I screw myself because I build these for actual arena. I don't need it to be 100%. I don't care that much. I can farm it slow. Ah. I think the most frustrating thing about the game right now is that I haven't had a really good chance to pull a lot of shards and make content. Wait. That's fine. Oh, it's coming. Okay, that's why. I am very ready for Siege. Not on Ninja, I'll tell you that right now. But the The main account, I'm very excited for Siege. Thank you, sir. Maybe I'll let you on my main and you can play around with my +4 fully awakened, merciless plus cruel. I don't. Ima? Oh, LMA, Little Miss Annie. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Took me a second. It looks like in a capital I. Yeah, no, I got there. It took me longer than I would have liked to get there, but I got there. Feel like I can take this one. Curious to see what this guy's Jag Bonesaw can do. Yeah, that's okay. Although I'm not convinced it was Jag that did that. It wasn't. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I beat any more of these teams. Maybe this one because the Mezumel is only 37. There's a pretty big chunk of my community that's free to play, which is great. It's great for information purposes. It's great for, for content. It's not so great for people, donating and becoming members, but it's still great. I may be pushing for people to sign up for memberships more next month in September. So I know I'm not on Twitch, but Twitch does September. Um, so I may try to convince more people to become members during Memtember for YouTube. I'm coining the phrase, if you will. I honestly think free to play is so much more fun. Something I would really like to see Fateless do. And the reason I say Fateless is because they did a test run of it, and it makes me feel like it's something they might try to implement in their game. Is to do, like, a seasonal thing. Like Diablo seasons. But you, like, free-to-play seasons. And you just try to get rank and score, and you try to, get as far as you can in the game without spending any money. Whether it, maybe you get legendaries, maybe you don't. But that sounds kind of interesting to me. I don't think they would do that, but I think it'd be cool. See you later, Doodle. Because here's the thing about free to play, right? Free to play is fun for everybody. Whaling is not fun for poor people, but free to play is fun for everybody. So if you made this, like, seasonal thing where people could come in and be forced to play free to play, and you have an even playing field, you could really see some interesting stuff, I feel like. Yeah. No, free to play is very fun, and I think free to play is like if you watch it was Drock, who's notoriously a pretty big whale, or Kraken even, and when he did the free to play challenge, he really liked it. He had a lot of fun on that. I think he still plays it. In fact, he continued the account, but I don't think he liked the time crunch of it per se. But I think it would be pretty cool to have like a 6 month long or maybe 3 month long season where you can only like you still have your like it would be like a separate area of the game. And everything would reset after that 6 months. And I'm sure you're like, that sounds terrible. I don't want to lose all my progress and hard work and everything. But it's like, that's why it's a separate area. You still have the main game where you farm up and you have all your stuff. I got my ninja to 50k power. Don't read too much into the power, which was nice to get, and still haven't gotten an accuracy banner for him yet, but I still feel like he is slacking a little bit. Just feel like I never get the right gear. I mean, yeah, that's the problem. Early game, you're gonna feel that way. It's gonna be a while until you really get the right gear. That's kind of why I do what I've been doing, and spending my clan gold on gear rather than other stuff that maybe would benefit me more, because I'm just trying to get over that threshold of bad gear. Once you start farming the dungeons at a more consistent level, though, you're gonna see an increase and improvement in your gear. I think a big thing is going to be stats over sets, too. Yeah, it's having the access to it. I'm just torn on it because I feel like it's such a polarizing thing. Like I feel like everybody, if you're building a brand new account for long term, I don't know. I just don't know the Yannicka. I mean, she's good and all. If you don't have a nuker, maybe, but I know how you feel about Drexstar, but I've never used him on either account. You guys, last night, you blew my mind. I wish Skydoodle was still here so I could thank him. But when I put the lizard ban in there for Scarab Boss, I knew that he could do that, right? I knew he was good for Scarab Boss. I understood that. But I was like, yeah, but he's not 60 yet. And I was like, whatever. They told me to put him in. I'll put him in at 50. And his enemy max HP... And I'm just like, whoa. I could already do full damage. Well, not full, but I could already do a ton of damage to this guy. Yeah. And I didn't even need that because I had such good damage that Skull Lord died like after 2 times, 2 hits, and it was like, well, I did enough. I can still kill him with this much enemy max HP gone. So no 2x this weekend, so I guess next weekend will be the next 2x. Oh, so they're starting. Ugh, I don't know how I feel like about that. Does that mean that Thor is starting off with a champion chase instead of a summon rush? I don't like that. I don't like when they start with a champion chase instead of a summon rush. I don't know why I don't like it. Oh, I know why. Because you could summon the epics at the end to get more points for a summon rush. That's why I don't like it. We're talking about Skull Lord Vargal. All right, I can pull him up on this account real quick. I don't have him on here, but I can pull up his info. So he has this passive: when attacked, destroys the attacker's max HP by 5%. So he just decimates the max HP and makes it so you can do full damage to Scarab King. Or sorry, oh, I'm sorry. Destroys of bosses except Scarab King, whose max HP will be destroyed by 0.5%. Um, but it still adds up very, very quickly. I can actually just show you the team too. I don't want to do that because I'd rather farm Dark Fae. How many of these runs do you think failed? This one looks like it's doing okay. I think I do this. I'm doing good. Beast, how about you? This Harima scares the crap out of me. That wasn't that bad. Oh, that was that bad. Like, get enough I don't have my cooldown. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I didn't have my cooldown. Yeah, I can take a look for you. So 2 out of 5. He's 6-star now. Maybe he can push a little further. We'll see. Yeah. Much better. Uh, I'm probably gonna have to crash pretty soon. I'm really trying to force myself through this stuff because I won't have time to do it tomorrow and I don't want to miss my dailies tomorrow. Oh, snap. On the free-to-play, we gotta do something, though. Or on the Ninja account, rather. I need to make sure I don't forget that because of reset. I don't want to wait another 3 days. No, are we screwed? I don't know how he does against a boss. Doing all right. Hey, Roadblock, any tips on how to beat the Dark Fae, the Doom Tower boss you played earlier? Absolutely. So, you can think of her kind of like Fire Knight in a way. You basically want to bring a turn meter control to prevent her from getting a turn. So if we watch this real quick, you'll see I'm turn meter controlling and taking control of the enemy team. I'm going to kill that team with my Georgid here. Boom. Now, I didn't get everybody. That's my own fault. This is important to understand, that the champions you bring and the builds you bring on them, you need to not bring crazy strong champions. Like, don't bring Sun Wukong, because the copied Sun Wukong will keep coming back to life. Like, you don't want that, right? So you don't necessarily want Sun Wukong to be your nuker, but you'll see I have Allure for turn meter control, I have Newt for turn meter control, Deacon for turn meter control. Georgid is there to kill the wave. And then Armanz is there to control the wave. Because the way that it happens is that she copies the exact everything of the champions that you bring. And so if you bring you just have to be mindful of that, right? So if I brought like a turn meter booster or something and my AI, like let's say my fastest was Deacon here, and for whatever reason I had Deacon start with his decreased defense and not his turn meter control, the enemy Deacon would go and would turn meter control me and then decrease defense me and then give Armanz a turn, right? And so you just want to make sure you're not hurting yourself with the champions you bring, but also finding a way to clear them. So once you've killed the copies, it's then just a matter of... I don't know that I'm going to be able to pull this off. Yeah. We need to kill Georgid there, but the AI is like, oh, the boss is almost dead. I'm going to finish her. Yeah, if my Allure was a little bit faster, this wouldn't be so hard. She's pretty poorly built for this, but I don't really use her for any content anymore. If he was booked, I might consider bringing Ninja instead. Because Ninja could kind of do what Armanz does with the waves here, but he'd do more boss damage. And I'm basically trying to prevent her from getting a turn. Ideally, I'd have better maybe turn meter control, because you can see she's getting turn meter pretty quickly. A decreased speed would be very helpful here. The thing that kicks my butt a lot is just the AI. Because the AI in that situation won't kill the Georgid copy. But the great thing about it, too, is that you get... There's no energy cost. There's no nothing. You can just keep running these. You want to farm her, by the way. Dark Fae on hard is a boss that you really want to farm because she gets you lethal gear, which is really, really valuable. It's savage gear, but you also get crit rate from it. So it's going to help for lower level accounts to achieve their crit rate goals and still get that ignore defense on. Oh. Oh, I'm going to lose that first fight. Alright, I gotta go deal with this. This is too much sinus pressure. I'll be right back. So, it's the other thing you need to consider. Can you kill your Valkyrie? Can your Athel hit hard enough to clear all of them in one go? That's one of the big question marks. Yeah, okay. Because, like, on my main account, I wouldn't want to bring my Harima because I wouldn't be able to kill Harima. Here. Oh, I'm on my main account. When these battles are done, I'll, That's good on paper, but I don't know how hard your Athel hits, too. You know what I mean? And also remember Valkyrie's passive, by the way, right? You need to also remember her passive. So is she going to skip ahead and put a big shield and counterattack on your team on that gets captured? And will you be able to go through that shield? Because every time you buff your team on that last stage, she's going to gain turn meter, right? I was worried about that. I was like, is that going to kill her? Extra turn? Nope. Just to be clear, I'm not saying I'm going to play a new game, like invest in a new game. I meant for tonight. I wasn't sure if I wanted to play Baldur's Gate or Deadlock or anything. Um, yeah, I don't know that. The problem for me with other Diablo-like games is that it just makes me want to play Diablo. I'm weird. I actually like Diablo 3 more than Diablo 4. I kind of miss Diablo 3. You also need to keep in mind hyper the gear that's on them. So for example, I used to need to bring my Arbiter on my main team in Dark Fae, and I have my Arbiter in reaction gear for survivability. Well, that's not very good when you're trying to kill your own Arbiter, because this means that she could just not die. Um, And so you want to make sure that you're careful about what gear you bring on them. You wouldn't want to bring somebody in. Just an example. I'm not saying that you would, but just as an example, you may not want to bring somebody in. What's that set? Oh, I'm not gonna remember the name of it. I'll just look it up. Swift Parry, for example. Because then they may just survive with unkillable, right? I won't touch D4. I can say as a huge Diablo fan, I also like 3 over 4. I would say that PoE is better than both. Yeah, I've heard that before. One of my friends was a big Diablo 2 streamer for quite some time. Like when he was streaming Diablo 2, he'd have probably like maybe 200, maybe even 300 people watching him. I might be exact, maybe like 150 people watching him on Twitch. Um, yeah, but yeah, he liked Path of Exile, I think, better than Diablo 3. He was not a big Diablo 3 guy. I really liked Diablo 3 quite a bit. It invented an itch that I didn't know I had. And now that I've learned about how satisfying it is to scratch that itch, every so often I just want to scratch that specific itch. Like meaning that I play seasonal paladin, well not paladin, sorry, crusader, right? It's just a very specific thing that I like to do. Yeah. Yeah. Part of this too is just at my age, I don't like. Well, to be completely honest, I don't care to get invested in any game right now. Is kind of the problem, right? I really wanted to come back for World of Warcraft this expansion. Everyone is playing it. Everyone is talking about it. The problem for me is it doesn't make good content. People don't watch it, and I don't have time to play that and Raid Shadow Legends. Like because I'm running the 3 accounts, and if I was to stop the Ninja account, I feel like I would just lose like 100 subscribers. Well, I'm definitely not doing the Thor fusion on the free to play because I spent all my gems chasing after End of Moonbeam. There's a small chance that I can recoup these gems in time for the Thor fusion because I think it's like the 6th or something. By the way, this is where I saw the Champion Chase tournament vodka. Um, I feel like they gave dates on the fusion somewhere, but I'd like to be around 1,500 gems. So it's a safety net. Can I get by with 569 gems if I really push hard and do everything optimally and am very careful with how I use and spend my energy and all this stuff? Absolutely, I could. I have enough silver. I'll probably have enough energy stockpiled. I'll have resources at my disposal, whether it's via the clan shop or the bazaar, right? Like I'll have ways to get the resources that I would need. I'm also would be going into it with a huge amount of shards, right? 11 sacreds, low on ancients, but it should be a sacred 2x or at least a void 2x for the champion chase. I don't know. Um, so I feel pretty like good about everything on my account except energy. And the way for me to get energy is through gems. And so that's why I feel like I don't have enough gems to go for it. But there's a flip side to this too. I don't know that Thor is going to be as meta breaking as I would need him to be to make the cut on this account. The only benefit that I have with Thor is that he's Magic Affinity Nuker. So that could be really good for me. I don't currently have a legitimate Magic Affinity Nuker, right? I have a Void Affinity Nuker and I have a Spirit Affinity Nuker. But the reality is the Void Affinity Nuker can do what a Magic one could for me as well. So I don't know for sure that Thor makes the cut on my roster. And given how low my resources are, I think I would rather just save right now on the free to play. As far as the main account, I could definitely go for him on the main account. But again, I don't really know that I want to. You know, I've got Trunda for a Magic Affinity Nuker, got Sun Wukong. I don't really have a Void Nuker, but I've got Force Nuker, Magic Nuker, you know. Given the limitations right now in my time, it makes it a lot harder to push, to convince myself to play, to do a fusion right now. Going for scored last month wasn't that hard to convince myself because I was doing this full time. Now I'm working, right? I have a job and I was at that job today and I'm grinding this stuff, this reset stuff right now for tomorrow. Like this is stuff that I would normally do tomorrow, but I'm doing it all now because I won't have time tomorrow. By the time I get off work and get home, I'm going to be out of time before reset. Would you say an unbooked ninja better than a booked Kale at 60 with the same gear? Trying to figure out if I should wait to book ninja. So I don't know your account, but I would say so ninja on this account. I don't think I have a key. Yeah, 2 hours till I get another key. I can't really show you. Can I show you a breakdown? I can't, right? Like, it just tells you the team I used. But on my free-to-play, my Ninja and my Kale, this Ninja is only partially booked. And the books didn't land very well. So we have we don't have any cooldown reduction or anything. It's all damage. And he does the same, if not more, damage than my fully booked out Kale. So I don't. You may also have a soul, which would make it my answer 100% yes if you have a soul for ninja. But yeah, this cooldown is pretty big, but 4 turns isn't crazy. And then you do get to reduce the cooldown with this as well. So it's still kind of a 3-turn cooldown. Although this is on a 5-turn, so that doesn't really work every time. But I mean, the reality is you can test this. Run it 10 turns with Kale. Then crash the game. Run it and record, right before you crash it, record what the score was. And then run it 10 turns with Ninja. And record it and see who did more damage. It's just the easier way, in my opinion, to kind of to decide. Oh, speaking of, why don't I pull a couple shards? When does this end? 2 days? Hyper, are you still here? Do you want to see my main team for Dark Fae? All right, I'm gonna pull 9 voids, guys. I'd pull more. I really want Siphi. But I'll pull 9 voids. We've got plenty of room for it. So, surprise, I'm pulling shards. I forgot that I've hit my floor, that I'm way past my floor. And so because my floor is 120, but I don't want to pull 29 voids. I'm looking at my Mercy right now. Yeah, I'm not anything special in the Mercy, but can you not see that number? You're gonna yell at me about pulling 9 voids before. First of all, I'm not going for the fusion, but second of all, you're gonna yell at me for pulling 9 voids when I would have 140 left over. What? 140 voids, my man. Yeah, I'm just pulling 9. Just getting to an even round number. My floor is 120, but I think I'm better off just pulling 9 here, hoping to get lucky. I don't think pulling that many more would be that big of a difference. My Mercy wasn't good. My Mercy right now is 52 in voids. But that's my thought process, right? Let's build the Mercy up a little bit. You know, maybe if we get another chance at a good... Well, see, I don't think progressive chances are worth it. I would rather just save up for guarantees at this point. But if they give me a good progressive chance, let's go. That's a +1 seer right there. That's the other reason I wanted to do it. But if they give me a good chance at, you know, a decent legendary, I'll pull a couple, right? Like I just did. I'll pull 9. I'll pull 9, you know, no big deal. That seer, though, that's actually really good for me. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay, well now this changes things a little bit. Because I didn't think... So I would have 20 left. And they're 120 points. I'll do that for a legendary book. I'm okay with that. With a chance at Sippy, and I still am at my floor. And I'm not going for the fusion. I'm really not. I don't care. I don't know. Maybe 10 more? How do we feel about 10 more? That sounds fair, right? Oh, that's still not enough, though. That's not enough points to get the legendary book. Like, how badly do I care about the legendary book? You know what I mean? Again, I would be left with 120 void shards. And again, I consistently farm every day. I get 4 chances from clan boss per void shards. I'm not concerned. I appreciate your. This is my main account. This is my main account. I appreciate your concern. I do. This is my main account. It's fine. Honestly, you telling me not to is making me want to do it even more. Yeah, if I go in for 10, I'm going in for 20. You know what I mean? That's the part where I'm like questioning this. Do I care about a legendary book? It's a video game. Let's have a little fun. Yes? All right. That's really good odds. Big buff to my seer there. I appreciate that. All right, we need to make a little bit of room, I think. That should be all I need to make room. Yes. All right, these are the last 10. Not going all in or anything. My floor is 120. I'm still at my floor. It's fine. Not even worried about it. I'm actually really happy with the +2 seer, though. That's pretty big for me. I said I was going to pull to 120. My floor is 120. So, like, as far as I'm concerned right now, I have 0 void shards. And you may be wondering, why is your floor 120? Like, why would you do that? Why would you consider this to be 0 void shards? Because it's usually about as many that would be for a guaranteed legendary, void legendary, around 120. If it's 140, if it's 130, I could buy those void shards. Like, I could make the difference up. I don't need to save up to 140 or 150. Like, 120 is where I feel comfortable being at. And so, the main reason I continue to do it, one, I just got a +2 seer. Like, that's actually really, really good. I don't think, I think I might be getting overlooked a little bit here, but, and then I was able to get legendary skill tome as well. So 3490. All right, so let's see. 3650 minus 3490. So 160. So I could just pull 160 mystery shards as well. Or maybe like 8 ancient shards. what's the promotion for Ancients right now? Yeah, sure, why not? We'll pull eight Ancients real quick. I gotta make a little bit more room again. See, what you need to understand about this account a little bit is that this account is not the same as other accounts that you see on my channel. Right, Hyper? Like, you're looking at this and being like, no, no, no. I'm looking at shards are a resource for me. In fact, I don't want to pull my Ancients during 2x's on this account either. I want to save these for exactly what I'm doing, summon rushes, where I can get other resources that I need more. And so, that's why I'm going to pull 8 more of these. Is Nekbothar really who I want here? I think it is. Yeah. So I'm just going to pull 8 of these to get that Immortal Soulstone and then be done with it. And what's my mercy on Ancients? 97, so still pretty far away. I'm also not sure how accurate that is either. I've lost count a little bit. I think this is 5. There's no guarantees, but I get, because I do Ultra Nightmare, and I get 2 chests from that, and I do Nightmare, I get 2 chests from that, and then I get 2 chests from Brutal. And then I'm also going to get 2 chests from Hard today, because I actually was efficient with my key usage. I'm just checking the event really quickly. Alright, so 2 more. So it all depends on luck. There's no guarantees. I could get very lucky. I could get very unlucky. It doesn't really, you know. I've gone very long droughts without pulling Sacreds from Clan Boss. But usually if I'm not pulling Sacreds, that means that's because I'm getting Voids. So, but yeah. I think that's a fair little bit of return. I got to play the game that I got to spend shards, and I'm still very, very solid right now with shard count. I've got 11 Sacreds. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry, I have 11 Sacreds right now, 120 Voids, 13 Ancients. I'm fine with that. That's a totally acceptable total in my mind. And I could still do this fusion no problem, but I don't think I'm going to go for it. I think I need a break. But I'm trying to figure out my schedule going back to my old job. He's using my words against me, Vodka. I said that I farm shards through Demon Lord, which is an inaccurate description of farming, but this is where I get my shards from a day. So he's using my words. So you don't need to, it was my mistake. I misspoke. All right. So the free to play, the Ninja account, has stuff to do. So missions, 5 superior magic potions from stage 13 or higher of the magic keep. So we need to do this. Magic keep. I don't know if I can do stage 15. Actually, a little concerned because my champions here are a little underleveled, but let's give her a go here. Yeah, I didn't think I had the damage for it. I'm not far off. Get a little bit of block buffs, and I think I'm set. Or a little turn meter control. But stage 14 is fine. Wonder if it's because my Tyrell is so underleveled. Because I just 5-starred him and he's only 32 right now. Damn. It says stage 13 and higher too. So I have to do it on this stage. Alright, so it's stage 13. Alright, just 5 superior magic from stage 13 or higher. This is really confusing to me because I was farming stage 14 the other day. So Tyrell being 32 really has impacted that team's performance a little bit, but If I don't get it before I run out of energy tonight, I'm going to have to run this overnight. Which sucks, because I really want to run Minotaur. That would be better for me. Not only am I going to run it overnight, I'm also going to run it during the daytime tomorrow. Sorry, Hyper. It occurred to me I still haven't shown you that team. But yeah, so here we go, Hyper. So you'll see, like, I did Ultra Nightmare. Right here. I did Nightmare. This is on the free-to-play. And then Brutal. Wait, did I do Nightmare twice? No, that's I'm Roadblock. Where did I put the extra key? Free to play Roadblock. Free to play Roadblock. Brutal. I didn't do it. Hard. I didn't do it. So I don't know what I did with that extra key that I got today from the Loki thing. Did I not grab it yet? Maybe I didn't grab it yet. Hey, what's up, Brad? What, stage 13? Stage 13 should be 100% run. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be. There's 2. I only need 3 more. Alright, let me go do the Dark Fae so you can see the team. And so, Vodka can make fun of my team. So I used Lady Kimmy for the speed aura. I use Armands to control the waves, Newts for turn meter control, and Trunda to clear the captured team. So here at the front, I'll use that once, and then I won't use that again, so I have it for the second wave. I should probably turn off their A3s on wave constant, but it's not that big of a deal. So I'll use it one more time, and then I just come in and I try to burn it down. You'll see, like, Trunda's A1ing here because she's not allowed to use one of her AoE nukes. I may need to turn it off for the first wave, but yeah, we just whittled this down. This keeps all my cooldowns available for me when I do Dark Fae. You'll see everybody's just using A1s. So she steals. I immediately gain control with Armands. Big nuke. Finish off whoever didn't die for whatever reason. And then we take control of the boss. If you're wondering why some people didn't die, it's because I'm having a sinus attack. That's why they didn't die. I'm not bringing increased attack or decreased defense. Self buffers are really good here because they can give themselves that increased attack that they need. The reason I'm bringing Trunda, I used to bring Baron, but I took his gear off to put on other champions. I used to bring Hefrak, but I took his gear off to put on other champions. I don't have a normal nuker anymore, other than Trunda. So that's why I bring Trunda. Welcome back, Skydoodle. Just in time to tell me how my Dark Fae team sucks. Oh my god. Oh, this is my last sip of Coke too. Because I don't have any more cans of it. Oh. You missed me pull some shards, Sky. I just got a +2 seer. On my main account. Oh, that's just a waste of a run. Oh, I'm sorry, Brad. Yeah, I pulled, we were talking about it in chat, that my floor is 120, and so I realized I was at 149, so I pulled 29 ancient, or 29 void shards. I really wanted Siffy. Yeah, Skydoodle, we don't get a lot of florins. But people also aren't spending their florins is another problem. I'm currently... Ugh. Alright, I'll be right back. Ugh. Okay. So, Ninja Block, Chappie, and Mards don't have any florins to donate, but everybody else should have something, and they're just not doing it. How far did the... how did... Sorry, my eyes are blurry because they're filled with tears. How did the first week of work go? It's fine. My job is really easy. Like, I'm not... they loved having me back. Everybody told me multiple times that they were happy to have me back. I don't want to say it on. I don't want to get into the details on stream. But yeah, basically they were happy to have me back. That's the easiest way to put it. So, because I don't know that I can really put things in a politically correct way to prevent. Let's do this. I'm gonna change one thing. Yeah. I forget her cooldowns are so long. I might want to just rebuild my Heffrack. I mean, my Ragash could probably kill them all. But... I think I'd have to rebuild him to be able to pull that off. I just don't trust it, you know? Yeah, no, Baron did it. Baron, I used to have Baron built for this. And I used to use Baron for it here, but I don't have him built right now is the problem. Because I took his gear off. Okay, we need one more of these. I took his gear off and put it on other nukers that needed it more. So I just need to rebuild Baron. I don't know, man. Leave me alone, dude. I can't even think straight right now. I was gonna say, you've been a little spicy today, too, man. I've been watching chat. I've been seeing some of the... You know, honestly, I should just build your Dark Fae team. My Cold Hearts are probably fine. They're really slow though for that one dungeon. But I have a Royal Guard now. I always forget I have that Royal Guard. Oh yeah, let's go back to talking about Florin donations. So this is the current siege. I was able to do 210. Now how did I get 210? Oops, not rankings. Battle report. So I got 70. So I had 170. Was it from victories where I won battles that maybe I got some? Undefeated teams. Yes, we got 30 florins for that. So there are definitely people that aren't donating their florins. Because everybody, every single one of us should have got. Because these ones count, right? You can get these even if you don't win. No, that's not true. Because I didn't get any of these rewards on my free to play on the Ninja account. I don't think I did. No, I did not. By the way, I have chat blocked by Discord on accident. Give me 1 second. Razelvarg, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's just a confidence thing. Because, like, Trunda doesn't do it every time. And I think the big problem is I'm scared of double newt, right? I'm scared of these really high defense champions. And this one newt is built specifically to be like super high defense. Wait a minute, why is my Trunda skin not on? I think I have a Trunda skin. Well, we must get to the bottom of this. This is a priority. So I don't know if the lack of florins being donated this particular siege from some of these individuals is because they're just not paying attention or they didn't earn any florins. But it does need to be, we do need them to donate. But yeah, I don't think Magic Tower gets repaired. Especially because I indicated Defense Tower 4 first. So that's already got you can't see it. It's already got 410 in it. So now we're just kind of splitting our stuff. But my concern is because we ranked up to gold. This is a big concern of mine. Is that we're going to get smoked this week. And all the progress we made repairing stuff is just going to be gone. So I am very concerned about that. Okay, so I just made this less consistent. I didn't win any of those. Well, looks like we got content. Let's rebuild Baron. It's probably not that hard to rebuild him. Let's just assume. Wait, there's probably better boots. Eh. But those are not crit damage. So I think I have him built better than Baron for Faction Wars. He's not 100% crit rate, but he just relies on his self buff instead, and it works fine. So this should be fine. So the reason that I had been using Newt before is to try and completely prevent Darkfey from getting a turn, but I don't. It's not consistent enough, right? Like, I'm actually not built well enough to prevent her from taking a turn. So your Krizia suggestion makes sense, and I am now trying it. Because while I gain less turn meter control, I gain a lot more damage. What the fuck happened? No, no, that's not what happened. Hefrak didn't go on either team. She stole my Hefrak. She went before my Hefrak. That doesn't make any sense. She must have resisted Lady Kimmy. Is the only thing I can think. And Armand's. Yeah, if you watch that back, yes, the Hefrak did kill me. Like, I'm not arguing that point. So what happened is Hefrak didn't go. So I I stunned my whole team, right? Everybody went Acrizia A3'd Hefrak, and then Dark Fae stole my Hefrak, and then Hefrak went because he wasn't stunned. I'm just really confused as to why she was allowed to get a turn. There's no difference in this team as far as turn meter control goes. So she must have somehow resisted Armand's. Okay, there we go. So that's fine. She shouldn't have done that, though. Acrizia shouldn't have hit Hefrak with the A3. I must not have saved my changes. But that's fine. Or I did and I saved them wrong. But that's fine. Yeah, I saved them wrong. She should be using that. Or it was on cooldown. Either way. By the way, why are you throwing Yumekos out there? I don't have Yumeko. No, this is way better. The only thing I can think of is it's either Lady Kimmy's passive I think Dark Fae resisted Armand's is the only thing that makes sense. I really do want to use that there. Alright, I want to do that. So I want that early turn meter control. Because I don't think this is... I really want her to use it on this wave. No, it's fine. So I want that first choice if it's available. It may not be all the time. What if I open with it? Because, yeah, so he's nuking first round. So she doesn't need to use... That's what's happening. Okay. So round 2... He's nuking here. Round 2. She can open with it, and then hopefully we cycle back around. And then she opens with it here. Yeah, okay. I open with Dwarven Might, because otherwise he'll... I suppose he could use Fury of the King as an opener, but it's usually on cooldown because I need him to use it on round 2, speed up the wave. All right, cool. I'm happy with this. Fuck, it's already midnight. All right. We're either going to use the remainder of... We're either going to get this one last potion. I'll show you Mare Nightmare. Brutal. Now hard. Oh, she's faster than Hefrak. Okay. I'm just going to end it. Whoa. I know what's happening here. Yeah, so she's using it, and then Hefrak's using his, and so she's wasting it here. I need her to use it here, and if I don't have her open with it, then she won't use it at all. So if she opens with it, we do enough attacks for her to have it back for round 3. But I need some kind of AoE damage. This isn't going to kill anybody, but it's going to help speed up the run, which is the point. Oh, You want to save. All right. I knew there was something I was missing. I knew I wasn't putting something together right. Hyper, I think it was you that was asking about shards as well. Maybe it was somebody else, but one of the reasons I'm also getting, not shards, gems. One of the reasons I'm getting gems back so well is also Clan Boss. We don't talk about that enough, that Clan Boss gives pretty decent gems. Well, if I don't get it here, I'm running this all night long. Which means no masteries for Venomage tonight. Oh, damn. Kind of screwed myself there, but that's fine. Looks like we get some more chances.